Hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers. Oh, I've had an extra 5 minutes on my break. Been greedy. Hello devils everyone, I hope you're all well. Today is Monday the 24th of April. Yes, and we're up in Stafford Services. And why do people always park like this? There's loads of spaces here. It's not difficult. Maybe a bit more difficult for him than it would be for me to reverse him, but then most of these spaces you can drive into anyway. But it just makes it a damn sight harder for everyone to get out of the spaces when you need to. And some services are a hell of a lot more difficult to get out. Like, you get them at quite a lot parking like that at tib shelf services, and it just takes out any room you got. Takes away any room you need to swing. So you got to get really, really damn close to them on the front end before you start turning, and then your trailer's getting really, really close to the trucks behind you. Whereas if they weren't there, it'd be damn sight easier. And then when they park behind the spaces, you ain't got enough room to swing into a single space. You need two spaces to be able to swing in. So yeah, it's annoying. Stop doing it. If you're stopping for a quick couple of minutes to get out and check something quickly, that's fine, but if you're going to be stopping there for a full break, you're a pain. And I don't want to be told off for being horrible or anything, but I find it's generally our European cousins that are more of a pain for doing that. I don't know if they're just not as good at reversing as we are or something, but a lot of the time I find them parking outside the spaces rather than going into a perfectly fine space. But hey ho, that's just an observation of mine. Anyway, that's enough of that. We're at Stafford Services. We are heading north up the M6. We are currently empty. So we left the yard at 4 o'clock this morning. Well, by the time I got all my stuff together, about 25 past 4 I left the yard this morning. Obviously it being a Monday. Go on truck, you can carry on past me, that's fine. Okay, that's fine, you pull it over, good man, thank you very much. And then I'll flash you back in. There we go. So I left the yard at 25 past 4 this morning. We are currently up at Stafford Services because I have used up 4 hours of driving. I thought I'll have a break here rather than carrying on any further because I needed to toilet. So good time to stop. So we are heading empty up to... Yeah, shut up. We are heading empty up to Skelmersdale to go to the metal place to collect some steel. You know, the place I stayed at before when I went there. I thought they were closed, but then I got there and they were actually open, and I went and got loaded. So we're heading up there to collect some steel, which is then going to Derby. And then I'm going from Derby back to Skelmersdale to pick up some more, to then go back to Derby to drop off some more, then back to Skelmersdale to do some more, and until the week's done pretty much. I think I'll be bringing something down on Wednesday and then doing something local on Thursday possibly, but we'll see what happens with that. I think I've got 3 or 4 loads to do out of it, but we'll see how that goes. So it's going to be a bit of same old, but I might as well film it because obviously it gives you a gist of what I do and what I get up to. Things could still change, or I could potentially be doing something else, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, quick question for everyone. Someone I know does trucking, goes to Europe a little bit, was in Belgium the other day, blah blah blah. He's driving along, all of a sudden his tachograph flashes up saying security breach, eject card. So he carried on for a bit and then it kicked his card, spat his card out automatically. And he's baffled as to why that's happened. Now I seem to think it's a fault with the tacho head, and I've spoken to a couple of other people that said it could potentially be the card, but it's most likely the tacho head that's gone wrong. Have any of you ever experienced that? If so, leave a comment below and let me know what it was or what it could have been or whatever. But I'm led to believe it could be an issue with a tachograph in said truck. So, yeah. It is actually someone I know, it's not me. My truck's been fine, so I've not had an issue with it. Yes. Anyway, we're going to head on up to Skelmersdale. We're about an hour and 11 minutes away, apparently, according to the old Tom. So we're going to go head up there, go collect the steel. I will see you very, very shortly. So, if you like truck driving, you want to check out someone else that does videos, go check out my friend Ashley Hale UK. He also does truck videos like I do, but in a slightly different style. His videos are a lot shorter than mine and gets to the point really. So if you want to watch someone that does videos in a slightly different way that I do them, go check out Ashley Hale UK. He's also an Andover lad, so he comes from Andover like I did. And well, obviously I do still come from Andover, but I've moved away now. Yeah, we used to go to the same schools together. He was a year younger than me, but we still went to the same schools. Yeah. So you want to check out another Andover lad that does trucking videos, then yeah, check out Ashley Hale UK. Good friend of mine. Anywho, we are now in Skelmersdale. I passed our other driver Carl about an hour ago, just before I went into just before I went into Stafford Services. Yeah, past him. Don't know where the other driver, because two of our drivers actually headed up here yesterday. I think they went up as far as Lim, stopped there for the night, and then drove here this morning. So I think they're both well on their way with their first load. In fact, they're probably almost there now. So I imagine by the time I'm loaded up, they'll be heading back this way. So yeah. So hopefully we get a nice steady stream of us going back and forward. Might be alright, we'll see how it works out there. Sometimes these things work out, sometimes they don't. So yeah, we're going to go get this steel on. It's more steel for another solar site. I know some people don't like the solar sites because they're obviously taking up farmland, but in the day it's not necessarily farmland that's used for arable, it's probably farmland that's just plain land. And I don't know the ins and outs, but I'm just going on a whim here, you know. Obviously the supermarkets strangle the hell out of our farmers and pay as little as possible for as much as possible, and it's not on. So another way for our farmers to make a bit of income is to obviously sell a bit of their land for a solar site. I don't know whether they sell the land or whether they rent it or whatever. I don't know how it all works. I don't know the ins and outs, like I said. So I assume they get a nice bit of kickback from it. Otherwise, why else would they do it? They wouldn't do it for free, would they? Oh. So yeah, supermarkets stop strangling the farmers so much, and maybe they wouldn't sell so much land for solar panels. But at the end of the day, it is renewable energy, so can't be that bad, really, can it? Right, I think I've actually come in the wrong road. I think I actually need to come in a bit further over that way, but we'll figure it out. So I think we're actually going to come in from the top of the road we needed. Yeah, because that's where we're doing the collection from, in there. So I'll go in the other way. It's last time I come up the road, but today I'm going down it. Never mind. Oh, hello car. Surprise. Oh, no one else is in there, so it looks like I'm just going to head straight on in, I think. Barrier's down, but we'll just head up into the barrier. Not literally into it. Cars and vans out here could be a bit tricky. It's not exactly the biggest gateway to get into. Yeah, we'll be alright. Right, I suppose I better go see someone and go get loaded, I guess.
14? Yeah, I don't know how long we have.
So we got 14 packs to go on. So we're gonna go 3, 3, 3, 3 with just 12, and then maybe 2 on top. We'll see how it goes. Because they're about. So 4 will probably get us to about here, maybe. Might even be able to stick the last 2 on the back, but save me rock around my curtains. I might just stick the last 2 up front, but we'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. You just got to sort of change that out. Sort of works out, haven't you? Yeah, let's have a beauty view of the truck look for you. You can see her in all her glory again. Bearing in mind I cleaned her Friday. Got her absolutely filthy last week. First drop on Monday, covered in mud. What do you reckon? Polish the tanks up? I might start that this week. We'll see how it goes. I'm no master at it. Alright, let's get loaded up. See you in a bit. Right, we are loaded and we are heading to Alfreton, near Derby, whatever you want to call it. Surely you should pronounce it Derby because of D-E-R. If it was Derby, it'd be D-A-R, wouldn't it? Surely. That would be correct English, but oh well. I'm sure a few of you would correct me. But yeah, I know it's Derby. That's the direction we're going to be heading. So we got 14 packs on, 3 lots of 4 because they actually managed to fit 4 across the bed and then 2 at the back. So maybe a touch heavy on the front, but to be honest, I don't think it's really going to matter too much. It's not overly heavy stuff. So we got this load to go out, and then I've got to try and get back to get another load, but I'm not going to get another load in today because I currently got 5 hours 12 minutes on the clock now, and it's 2 hours 21 there, so roughly it'd be 2 hours 21 back. That's without any traffic. So if I do get back here, I'm going to have about 7 minutes left on the 10. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that works out for us. I don't think it'll pan out exactly how I'd like it, but oh well, we'll see what happens. We'll try and get back, but like I said, it all depends on traffic. If we hit the smallest bit of traffic, then I'm going to get stuck out, so I might sort of call it quits and head to Lim. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. I was going to grab my t-shirt with my logo on it and bring it to work with me and wear it for you so you can see it and make you want to buy one. If you want a t-shirt, it's below the video somewhere, you'll see it. Mugs as well. I was thinking about doing a couple of other things like baseball caps and beanies or something or other, I don't know. Mats. I've got light colours. I haven't figured out how to get my image onto dark colours and work properly, because obviously if I put it on a dark colour, the writing's hard to see. Obviously I can just invert it, but the way the image is done, when you invert it, it goes a bit funny. So I've got to fiddle around with that, and then we can get some dark colours going. But if you feel inclined to buy a t-shirt or something, support the channel, do so. If you don't. I won't keep on about it, we'll leave it there. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit tight to get the Derby and back. I've got enough driving time to get there in one go now, and then I'll have to have a break when I'm there. So it'll probably be about that'll probably leave me about 50 minutes when I get there to find somewhere to stop afterwards, and then stop. And then it's a case of, well, I should have plenty of work in time to sort of do it. It's just a case of the driving time that's the issue. Would be nice to get back here and stop in their yard for the night, but I can't really see it happening. Now, I've had a look on the old Google Maps and it's kind of putting me roughly where a field is, so I don't know exactly where their entrance is. So I might ring one of the lads that's already been there and see if I can figure out where the entrance is. Sure, it's not that difficult to find it. Look for a field with solar panels in it. Look for orange flashy lights of work vehicles. Standard stuff, really. Right, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to go head on over to the delivery point. Oh. Some of you might be wondering, oh, it's a waste of money sending the truck up empty, but I'm pretty sure the company's paid us to run empty, because otherwise we wouldn't do it. Because diesel is not free. Anyway, none of that politics is anything worth me worrying about, because I'm just the driver, so there we go. Not down to me where I run and what I've got and whether I've got something on or not. Boss tells me to do something, I go do it. Right, off to Alfreton, or however you pronounce it. We're nearing the delivery point now. We're at 7 hours 21 minutes driving. 4.5 minutes till we're there, so 7:25. It's gonna be tight if we try to get back. Because that'll put us, 9:50? 9 hours and 50 minutes. So we could potentially get back to reload, get it loaded, and then we'll just have to spend the night in their yard, because I won't be able to actually go anywhere once I'm in there and manoeuvred about and whatever. So yeah. This could be interesting. Could definitely be interesting. But we'll see what happens anyway. Alright, move over. It is 61. There we go. I mean, if I hit any sort of reasonable traffic, then I'll just jump in a limb, stay at Lim for the night, and then head up in the morning for 6 o'clock. It's only about, it's not far from Lim, so yeah, I think that's gonna be the best bet. I can start at 5 then and get up there for 6. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. I pulled in a lay-by 2 minutes down the road where I am now. I say 2 minutes, about 5-10 minutes. And I gave the lady a call at the site. So I got a number just to double check which way I'm actually going in. I'm glad I did, because obviously the website takes me to a road on an industrial estate, but I'm not. I'm going around the top onto a different road. So good thing I called up. Now while I was there, I sort of got something to eat and this, that and the other, and I heard someone blast their air horns as they went past me, and I didn't actually see who it was. So by the time I looked up and that, they were gone. I didn't see them because there was another truck parked in front of me. So I don't know whether it was one of our lads or not. Because if it was, then they'd probably be at the site now in my way, holding me up. That'd be fun. I need to try and get a half-hour break while I'm here anyway, if I can. See how much room there is, sort of thing. I mean, I don't need one now. I've got an hour's driving before I need to have a break. So it's no big deal, really. I'm going to get my curtains open and get the straps off and rolled up and see if they'll let me sit there for half hour. We'll see, because I don't know how many loads they got coming in. If they ain't got any loads coming in after me for a little while, then I might be able to get my break while I'm in there. Then when my break's done, close my curtains and bugger off. I don't know, because it's not going to take me a great deal of time to get this stuff off anyway. So hopefully get a break in there, or they won't take long, and then I'll just stop for a break somewhere anyway. Like I say, it's not a massive issue. Alright, I've got to turn right on the B6025, and then it's a right down there somewhere. Apparently there's some temporary traffic lights, and I've got to turn right after them to get into the site. On a closed road, of course. Because why would it not have a closed road? Ooh, this is going to be a bit tight. Should make it, I'll just have to go out a bit wider. Loads of room. Road ahead closed. That's fine. I'm not going up to the road closure apparently. Alright. Could stop there for the night. Being a closed road, it'd be nice and quiet along here hopefully. There's a whole load of cranes there. There's a crane rental place there. There's a place on the left called Park Lane. She says if I get to there, I've gone too far. Oh, that must be on that industrial estate I was on about. Where the cranes are there. Not in there. Not in there. There's the temporary traffic lights. Which aren't working, of course. This must be it here then. to give you a lot of room to get into these sites sometimes. Way up there. Oh. I'm literally on their fence. I'm literally on the fence. Am I going to make it? I'm going to push the block around. Might have made it. I might have just caught one of them metal poles in the ground on my truck. I'll have to have a look. That's too tight. Oh, well. Oh, I hope I ain't scratched it. Just what we need to do, innit? Alright.
Are you right?
Yeah, not too bad.
What I want you to do is if you can spin it round for me,
Yep.
have this way.
Yep.
But if you need enough room, because I'm waiting for
Someone else to come in. Yeah.
a little pickup, I'm waiting for the toilet to be serviced.
Alright, okay.
And I don't know what time he's going to rock up. So.
Alright, okay. So I'll spin round, I'll nose up to here and then I'll back up a bit.
Yeah.
No trouble.
Cheers.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Alright, there we go. Not a problem. Never make these gateways wide enough to get into. Let's go assess any damage I might have in a minute. Just got to back up a bit. Got a load of purlins behind me, so I'm gonna make sure I don't hit them. So as long as I need enough room to get them in, that should be fine. Right, go get your straps off. I'll see you in a bit. Be tight to get out as well, I think. Alright, that one, Skelmersdale, back there. Alright, we are unloaded. Alright. Lift my axle up. There we go. So yeah. Right, I checked the front where I rubbed whatever I rubbed. It hasn't left any marks or anything, so we got away with that one. Luckily. So I assume I just brushed one of these posts, or no, there's a little thing there, maybe I'll touch that, I don't know. Either way, I touched something and yeah, not ideal. Maybe this one here it was. It's not really wide enough for me in this gateway. There's a car coming. Oh, I've got a red light, that's no good. It's going to be tight to get out. Hopefully not as tight as getting in. It's always nice when it's easier to get out than it is to get in, because you're kind of winning at that point. I've still got a red light on, I'll wait for a second. I don't want, I'm not going to be able to get back in enough to get behind that light. That's the issue I've got here. You going to change light or are you going to stay red? Traffic. Ah, there we go. Make sure I don't go off the road. So I'll have a drop. We're out. Lights have just changed as well, but there's no one coming, so I'm going to have to carry on. Nothing else I could do about that. I'm going to have to carry on. Never mind. There's a van behind me following me out anyway. But, oh well. Not a lot I can do about that one. Yeah, it's a bit tight getting out there. A bit tighter getting in than it is getting out, so in a way that's better, I guess. Because getting out, I'm trying to look at it on my blind side, but getting in, it's on my good side, so it's easier to see what I'm hitting. Yeah. There's no way I could tap back in behind that traffic light, no matter how what I'd done. Luckily, there's no one the other side of them set of lights, because if someone was silly enough to start coming, then there would have been bother, because, well, I would have had to have pretty much come forward quite far and then reverse right back up towards the lights, which would have been completely inconvenient for everyone. Yeah, not the best place for them lights to be, but oh well, it is what it is. Right, gonna head back to Skelmersdale now. 2 hours and 18 minutes away. I got 2 hours and 30 minutes driving left, so we've got like a 12-minute window. So as long as we hit no more than 12 minutes traffic, I'll be able to get back to Skelmersdale and get that stuff on, loaded, ready for the morning. Now, she said, the lady in there said she's got all of the conveniences turned up tomorrow, so all the portal cabins with like the canteen and everything, all that. I can't remember what she said, about 12 cabins coming in tomorrow. So she's going to be quite busy with them coming in, so I'm going to have to stop and ring up before I get in. I'm going to stop quite close and give her a ring and see if she wants me in when I get here. Because, well, if I turn up and like half of the cabins are like waiting to unload, there'll be no point me sitting there blocking the place up, will it? So we'll have to see what happens, see how tomorrow goes. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. I will see you on the Skelmersdale, I guess. Yeah, told you it's going to be a bit Groundhog's Day today. Right, hello. We are back in Skelmersdale and we are against the wire again. Oh dear, I've got 7 minutes driving time left and 5 minutes to get to the customer on a 10-hour drive. So 2 minutes should give me enough time to get in their yard, get spun round and do what I got to do. Yeah. Cutting it a bit close. I was right up until I got past Lim, and then all of a sudden there was a load of traffic. But it wasn't a massive amount, but it was enough to eat away at the spare 11 minutes I had. So I now have a spare 2 minutes, which, like I said, will give me enough time to get around their yard. It's just a case of getting to their yard. I mean, I can get in, I can drive for a little bit, stop for a minute, and then drive a little bit, and then, you know, as long as I don't drive more than 30 seconds, it won't count a driving minute. Little ways you can cheat the taco card, really. But we should be alright. We should be alright. So, heading up the I come off, what was it, the A500 onto the M6 from Stoke-on-Trent, was it? Yeah. And as I was going up, I can't remember what bridge it was, what junction it was. Yeah, I was driving up and I saw a little kid sort of run over with a high-vis on and wave at me. I'm pretty sure that was Alfie's Truckin photos. So if it was you, buddy, leave a comment, or get your dad to leave a comment or something. So I'm pretty sure that was you. 24th of April today is. So if that was you and you did spot me, well done. Because this truck, as of recording this video, has not been revealed to everyone yet. Not for another 28 minutes. My video showing off my truck, my new truck, this truck, is being released in 28 minutes, and he spotted me before the truck's been revealed to everyone. So well done, you got a very good eye there, young man. Very good eye. So yeah, if you haven't already and you like looking at pictures of trucks and that, go over to Facebook or Instagram and look for Alfie's Trucking Photos. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Forgive me if I'm wrong. A bit difficult to look information up while you're driving, as it being illegal to touch devices and whatever. Yeah. So yeah. Hi. I did flash me lights at him, and I'm pretty sure he sort of seemed quite happy, but he wasn't quite quick enough. He just saw me and as he ran over, so he didn't get a picture of me, unfortunately, which is a shame. But unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a rush, so I ain't been hanging about. If I was about another minute later, he would have probably had a good picture of me. He takes a cracking photo. He's got a picture of me in my old truck somewhere. If I find it, I'll post it up now. Yeah. Anywho, reloaded customer. I've actually shaved off a couple of minutes there. I now have 3 minutes spare. Ideal. Is this the road? Yeah, this is the road. So I've stayed in this customer's yard before, as you see it. Saw in one video, because I turned up at like 7 o'clock and I didn't realise. But there was still someone there. And yeah, they let me in, loaded me, and I went on the following morning. Now working time, I've got plenty of working time. I forgot a good hour and a half working time. Apparently there's someone at my front door as well. But it's my driving time. I've got 4 minutes left, which is just about to go over to 3 minutes, I think. So it should give me plenty of time to manoeuvre around their yard. So if I stop at the gateway for a minute, I should be alright. Just go in and press their buzzer. Oh, well, we've made it. We ain't gone into a 10 yet. There we go. Alright, I'll stop there for a minute. There we go, the Indy 500 are reversing. Driving time almost reached. Where are we? There, right, let's not waste any more time. Driving time remaining 1 minute. So I've had to spin around. So where I stop is where I'm going to stop for the night. So I'm not going to be able to move anymore. Up there, hopefully they'll load me now. Alright. Drive time remaining 1 minute. That's going to tick over to 10 any second now. There you go. Can't drive any more today. So we've got plenty of working time, but I cannot move now. That's it. 10 hours are up. We're bang on. That might even count as an infringement because it's like the end of the minute. So we'll see what happens with that, whether it comes up as an infringement or not. But there we go. Done. Made it. Right, that's about as good as you can make that, I think. Right, let's go get the stuff loaded and then, well, put my head down for the night, I guess. So I've just moved forward a bit because I parked over there. So I've literally moved there. And they're going to load me through the night. So my curtains are all open ready for them. I've dropped the legs. I've pulled away from the trailer and dropped my air. So I lifted the trailer right up, dropped my air. So they're going to load me through the night. So hopefully I won't get disturbed too much. I'm a heavy sleeper anyway. Got my headphones so I can listen to music if I need to, if it gets too loud. But they've only got 6 packs at the moment. So they're still making it, so that's probably why I only had half a load earlier, because I only had 14 packs, which was 12 ton, so I could have taken double that, but yeah, it just wasn't ready. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I'll show you how much that droops down. So in the morning that will probably nearly be touching, so I'll show you how much the weight makes the front of the trailer bow. So yeah, if I remember, I will forget when I sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna go use their toilet for a moment, gonna get something to eat, I'm gonna relax. I'm still gonna be here at 6 o'clock in the morning anyway, so I'm in no rush. I'm not too desperate. If they still work until 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, whatever, don't bother me. So I'll definitely get more sleep than I did last night. Anyway, my lines are perfectly fine there. I'll put the trailer brake on as well. So put the trailer brake on if you're ever going to do it, so your trailer doesn't just roll off. Because the thing is, if you lift up the hitch underneath it, when you release your handbrake, it's going to release the trailer brakes as well. So you'll end up pushing the trailer back rather than connect it to it. So make sure your trailer brake is on. So when you raise up and go underneath it, then yeah, you'll be alright. Anyway, that's me done for today. See you tomorrow. There, on to the next morning. It wasn't overly heavy, so I did show you the pin. I've already hitched up. First thing I sort of did. So I've got to try and wind these legs up a bit more because they're very stiff to wind. I ran out of puff. So I'll give it another go in a second. I've already done this side up. But they had 6 packs ready when I got back at 6 o'clock last night. And they work I don't think they work through the night. I think they just work till about 10 o'clock. So, but I've got they had another 6 packs ready for me this morning. So I've got 12 packs on, and that's what I'm going with. So only 1,200. I think these things take ages to make apparently. So obviously it's on a folding machine, so it needs to make 1, 2, 3, 4 bends per piece, and there's 100 pieces per pack. So that's 400 bends per pack. So it takes a little while to get it all done. We're all strapped in, ready to go. I'll just put the posts in place and pull the curtain too. Quick tip, also if you have the ability to, it's best to stagger your posts. So rather than having both on the same thing, stagger them. It just adds more strength to the roof. Righto. So that was fun. Right, so we're going to pretty much do today exactly what we did yesterday. See how much you enjoy watching me doing exactly the same thing all the time. So we're going to head on back out to that solar site with another 1,200 pieces. They had 1,400 yesterday, they got 1,200 on this load, and they're supposed to have 4,250 in total, so yeah. So I calculate that does 2,600 delivered when I've got these off, when I get there. And then, yeah, apparently there's a burger van up there, so I might pull out here and stop and see if I can find it, get me some brekkies. I'm hoping he's there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. If not, I'll just find somewhere else to get something to eat. I don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to take, because as far as I'm aware, it's just these small pieces. Right, I'll pull right and pull up against the curb there. I think that's going to be an option on it. Is that van turning in that way? Yeah. I'm going to pull out here then, because of that burger van. I can smell it, I just don't know where it is. Back up a bit. Hopefully he takes card. That's my main concern. Right. I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you when I'm getting at the solar site. When I'm fed, watered and everything. Right, so I'm about 10 minutes away from the customer. Now, they've had a problem with their telehandler, so that's got to be repaired or replaced or whatever, so I've got to wait for that. I'm going to give her a call in about half hour, she said. Also having a few cabins delivered, so she doesn't want me on site just yet, just in case some more turn up. So I've decided to start doing a little bit of this. So yeah, as you can see, I ain't touched that yet, but just a little start. Get a little bit of a shine on it. We'll see how it goes. Needs a lot of work if it does need to get a proper shine, but I'm not overly fussed if it doesn't get there. Just thought I'd get it started for the shows, I guess. Show, Devon Truck Show, but that would have finished by the time this video comes out anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll try and get a bit of a shine on. Better than it was. That's only going over it twice as well. So I'll have a few more goes, I think. I'm not a professional by any means. Now, what are we doing today, Brain? The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Delivering solar stuff to Alfreton. The Pinky and the bread. So we're nearly at site now. I left it about 40 minutes and gave them a ring. Managed to get my tank primarily polished up, so I've got like a first coat on the whole thing, so it's a start. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's pitted in some areas, but it's not overly too bad. But I've got some diamond white stuff to use, so I might go over it with some of that after I've had a couple of coats of Autosol on it, which reminds me I probably need to buy some more Autosol, because I haven't bought any for ages, because I haven't needed to polish a tank for ages. I do miss having a painted tank. It was most wonderful not having to worry about polishing things up. I mean, I don't have to worry about polishing it up, but I'm going to do it because it makes it look nicer for Devon Truck Show. So if I can do a little bit here and there while I'm out and about. I mean, I could have done quite a bit last night, but I was being lazy because I had quite a bit of time off yesterday. Obviously, stopped at, what, 6:15, so I put it on the rest. So I could have mucked around with it then until I went to bed at 10 o'clock, but mind you, considering how long it's taken to put these things together, I might have plenty of time when I get back to site to, we'll see. Annoyingly, I should have sat in that lay-by for another 5 minutes, because then I would have had clear driving time to get all the way back. But never mind. It means I have to have another half hour somewhere. Yeah, so I rang the lady and she said the telehandler's just finished being put back together. So I am able to drive into site now and hopefully get unloaded reasonably quick. So as I said, I've only got 12 packs, so it shouldn't take too long. They can lift 2 packs off at a time, so what, 6 lifts? They're just under a ton a piece. I think they're 900. I worked out 909 kilos per pack. So there's 4 packs across the bed. So 2 straps per 4 packs. More than enough. I might have to delay my turn into the site slightly just to get the trailer around their fence as well. The only thing is I've got to be careful getting over to the edge of the road that side, because it does proper drop off. I don't know how far I can go over until the tarmac starts to break away. I'll only get a little bit over and then all of a sudden slip off and, well, be in a whole load of bother, because there's traffic lights there, so if I fell there then I'll be blocking the whole place up. So I'm sure I can get out and move a few cones to let people by. But hopefully we won't need to worry about that. The only problem with this truck is I've got the fuel tank to polish, I've got the exhaust cover to polish, potentially the whole catwalk, which I don't know if I can be bothered to do, because that's going to be a nightmare to do. I might just go over it quickly once or twice. I don't know. I might see if I can get one of them cone spongy drill attachment things and do it with that. The thing is, I can't use a flat pad with it because I'll tear it to pieces. And then I've also got the hydraulic tank to polish as well, so I miss me painted tanks already. Exhaust covers. Maybe on my next truck they'll be painted, but we'll see. But then that'll probably be in a couple of years from now. We'll see. I don't think we'll be getting an XG anytime soon anyway. Considering Carl's truck's the newest truck, which is a 2018, so that's 5 years old. So if you think, when did the XGs come out? 2022, I think. So you think, if we get an early 2022 XG when it's 5 years old, so that'd be 2027. So we've got about 4 years, and we might consider buying one. Obviously, it's got absolutely nothing to do with me what they buy, but I don't know. Obviously, I've most recently got the newest truck, so I won't be next to get a new truck. Like I said, I'll probably have this one for quite a few years now. 2 or 3 years maybe. Depends how well it runs, I suppose. Oh, it's a brisk 8 degrees outside. So summer's on its way. So it is a lovely day though. Apparently I do have a cold front coming in, but then we're supposed to have hot weather coming in as well. I don't understand. I don't know the weather. Some people religiously watch the weather, and I'm like, oh, I'll look out the curtains in the morning, make me mind up. Oh, we got a green light. Is it safe though? Yeah, I know engine brake's still on. Right, let's indicate in now, so the car behind knows. Yeah, it's right by the entrance here. The tarmac's sort of breaking up a little, but it's quite close to the edge, and I don't want to drop off there because that'll be more than a pain in the backside. Alright. I can't turn too late, because otherwise I'll be too far over. Just watch these. Watch that fence this time. There we go. Oh. No worries this time. We were further away from that block, and we were also further away from that little orange fencing with the metal posts. Alright, let's go in and get unloaded. Alright, let's do this slightly differently today. Someone is at my front door. Probably the postie. What time is it? Yeah, that's about right. Alright?
Alright?
Yeah, not bad.
You've got to leave room. There's a fella down
Yep.
on the mats, and he'll need
Okay.
to get out.
Well, I can shimmy over this way slightly, so it's not an issue. So I can back up sort of over there-ish. Yeah.
There's machines over there, so, but yeah, I just need to make sure you can get out. that's
Yep,
all.
no worries. Let's not drop off the mats, John, because that'll be silly. Alright, where are we? Just about see the mats of me over the door mirror thing. There we go. So we shimmy over there like that. We should be alright.
And he needs to get his one out.
Yeah, that's fine, there's no worries. All the stuff's on the front anyway. That'll do. Should be able to get everything off from there. Right, let's get this off. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, all unloaded. That didn't take long at all. About 15 minutes, I suppose. If that. So I'm going to have to stop for a break somewhere. I should be able to get out of the services, which would be ideal, because I need to stop there already. Alright, so let's load him. And we'll get out of his way. If I got another one, I'll do the same again. I'll give you a call. Alright, see ya. Oh. Axle up, John. Axle up. There we go. Alright, so if he's in here, then probably a high-ab lorry coming in behind him. So hopefully we get up before the high-ab lorry comes up, because he'll have to wait the other side of the lights for me to be able to get out. Get on over. Let's go forward a bit so we can actually see the lights. Lights are red. Be handy if they were green, so I could have gone straight away. And then we've got to go right out to the edge of the road again. Hopefully no cars come this way while I'm waiting. There we go, they're changing. Right up to the edge. Watch the fence. I think we're good. Yeah, we're alright, we passed it. Alright, off to go do another maybe. When I stop, I'll give the boss a call and double check. Well, I'll stop on the lay-by out on the A50, is it? I can't remember. I'll go stop out there and lay-by, and I'll ask him if there's oh, the hire blower's come the other way. He's just going in there now. Yeah, so I'll give the boss a call. I'll go stop and lay-by, give him a call, double check that I am still doing this job, so he knows. But I'll let him know that I don't know how much they're going to have ready for me, so I might be sat there waiting to be loaded up and probably not get out till today, which means I'll only have 3 loads, because I'm going to guess my boss wants me to do something else tomorrow to start getting me headed down south, because I'm only working 4 days this week because I got a dentist appointment on Friday. That's the thing about trucking, you can't really make any appointments. I could have stopped there. Can't really make any appointments or anything without booking a day off. And it's always best to try and get the start or the end of the week off to do it, because well, then you're not messing your boss around to try and get you back for the odd day, which sometimes don't always work depending on customers and whatever. That's life as a trucker. Right, back to Skelmersdale again. At least I'll make it this time. Well, at least it's not going to be as tight to get back this time. You know, like running out of time literally as I parked up in their yard. Right, here we are, just turning along the M6. We've had a bit of a morning of it, really. I mean, it's an afternoon now, very much afternoon now. It's like 2:45. We're not even back yet. I was expecting to get up at 6 this morning, have everything all unloaded, ready to go, throw me straps over, sign me paperwork, bugger off. Probably about 7:15, 7 o'clock, which pretty much happened. Weren't too bad, I had something to eat. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be like 2.5 hours down there. So 2.5 hours from, well, I'll say 7:15 by the time I finished eating. So what, 9:45. Took about 15 minutes to tip, didn't take long at all. So 8 o'clock. You know, I had to wait half hour, 40 minutes before I went in, so 9 o'clock. And I thought, oh yeah, it'd be like 2 hours 30 back. So that'd be, well, I'll say, I can't remember what time I said now, 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock. No, we're still not back, and it's like 2:45 now. Because we had like 30 odd minutes of traffic on the way there, so it took nearly 3 hours to get there. Obviously had to sit up for 40 minutes as well, which didn't help because their telehandler had broken. Apparently it's leaking all the fluids under the sun, so they're not going to be sending it onto the grass at all, because obviously it's leaking everything. It needs to go away and get scrapped, she said. It's a terrible thing. They've literally given her the pride of the fleet, as they say. So yeah, I left there, tootling on back, not too bad. I pulled into a services on the A50, I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what the services are called. You got your Toxeter services, which is after, but I didn't want to go, and I would have gone on before. But of course DVSA are in there doing checks on trucks, so they're taking up 2 truck spaces, so I couldn't get a space in there. Of course I needed a toilet, so I carried on, stopped on lay-by for a half-hour break, had something to eat, and now I'm coming out on the A500. For anyone that gets their PC parts, that's roughly where the new overclockers building is, the new warehouse is. Looks very swanky, looks very nice. That's where all my computer parts will be coming from in the future. Anyway, as I got there, some numpty's obviously driven in the back of someone else and clogged up the A500 for a good 30-40 minutes, so I was sat in that for just over half hour. That was a pain. Now I've got back out on the M6 and dying for toilet, so I had to stop at Sandbatch for 15 or so minutes, and it's just, time is just falling through my fingers today, it really is. Everything is against me. So we're now 42 minutes away from getting back to Skelmersdale, so we're due there at 3:30, as long as everything else goes okay. Depending what they've got ready for that site, I'll either be doing another load down there, but if there's not enough ready to warrant it, then I'm going to do a load to that other solar site down in Adstock, the one with the real tight turn. Funny enough, the fences have been taken down there now, so it's not as difficult to get in and out of there. But you're not allowed to go up to the farm to turn around now. Now, I backed into where they said, and I got stuck last time, which was last Monday. I wasn't filming last week, so you wouldn't have seen that. You won't see that. A shame. I just backed off, and my front wheels went off I backed in, and my front wheels went off the concrete, and because of that, I couldn't get enough traction to push myself back up, so they had to pull me back up the same way I was, and then I had to back further down to where the digeste tank is, and turn around there. But it was very, very horrible. They're like, oh yeah, we're waiting for the stones to turn this into a turning point. So, the telehandler driver just told me other trucks have turned around here, so I gave it a go and got stuck. And then literally as I'm being pulled out, the truck with the ballast has turned up to be put down to turn it into a turning area. Which really, you would have thought they would have sorted it out first. You know, that would have been first priority. Sort somewhere for the trucks to turn around, because you're going to get a lot of trucks up here. Never mind. So I might be going to that site again today. Hopefully the turning area is actually done, but we'll see. They seem to be doing things like 3 steps behind the one that you should be doing or something. I don't know. I can't really complain. Shouldn't complain, really. They give us work at the end of the day, but make it easier for us, you make it easier for everyone, don't you, at the end of the day? Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. See you in Skelmersdale. Maybe. I'll go in there, I'll see you when I'm leaving there, when I know what I'm doing. Righto, we are fully loaded. And when I say fully loaded, I mean fully loaded this time. Right to the back door was 22 tonne, I think it was. So I was going to go past Wayne's matey there. He's collecting a load to go down to Axminster. There's Cookie in front there, he's got a load to go to Axminster. And I'm going to go to Adstock again. So, not enough stuff for wherever the other place was. I can never pronounce it properly. So yeah. So yeah, we got to go to Adstock. So I've got their phone number, so I might give them a ring, see if I can stay on the track, because there's a nice wide bit on the track. So I'm hoping they'll let me say I can stay there. Otherwise I'm going to have to find somewhere else to stop, and around the area is not really the best. What are we on? 5:39, and it's 3:41 there. That's going to be a bit tight, isn't it? I think 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours and 40 minutes I'll be on if I do that, if we can make it there. Also going to have to make sure I get no delays, but we'll see how we get on. See how we get on. Right, I'm actually going to pull over a minute. Just got to check something. But yeah, we've got a full load on, so we're going to go there. And then we'll get it tipped off sort of first thing in the morning. I mean, I don't think it's too much of a rush to get there, because let's just say, I don't know, not too much of a rush to get, because I don't think they start until late-ish. So obviously if I do get there, and I'll be sat there for a long time, but yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it to it. I'll see you when I'm wherever I'm stopping for the night. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so we're on the M6 toll here. We're going to Norton Cains truck stop services. We're going to stay in here for the night if there's a space available. Hopefully there is. I've not actually ever been in here before, but so I've heard that when you pay for the parking, it also gives you a voucher for the toll, because obviously it's being a toll bridge and all that. So yeah. We'll have a look, see what this place is like. Golden arches. Yeah, I won't be divulging on that tonight because I have my own food. This way, I take it. This is car park. Truck park. Look for the picture of the lorry. We'll go in there. Do you want to see me make this delivery tomorrow? We'll go into a third day on this video. So when I'm done here, I'll literally bring you in just as I'm arriving to the customer tomorrow, and then we'll get the video finished after that. Got to go that way apparently. I hope there's room in there. Be nice if there is. Otherwise, I'll go to Corley Services. Well, truck being parked out there doesn't hold how much hope really. Oh dear. Looks quite full in here already. This could be entertaining. There's people parked everywhere. Oh dear, you be careful, pal. Oh, and trailers as well. Lovely. I don't think I'm going to get a space in here. Oh, there's a space right next to a fridge. Wonderful. Another space there. That ought to do me. We will dive in there for the night. We'll get in there. Hopefully. Could be a bit tight. Really screw on round. Don't quite make that, am I? Bring it forward a bit. Nah, I've given it too much. We'll try again. We will get in there. Just got one a bit too tight, that's all. Right, not much room in here really. Taking off now. Don't know what clean being so far forward. Yeah, quite tight space, isn't it? But we're getting. Question is, how far back can I go before I hit the truck behind me? I'll have to get out and have a look. I don't want to be sticking out too far forward, otherwise make it more difficult for the guy next to me to get in and out. Right, let's go have a look. Right, I'm going to go pay for parking and enjoy my night here, I guess. I'll see you at the delivery point tomorrow. So, good morning. Morning. I'm saying card only, which is not handy. So when you stay at Norton Cains, is it? You get a voucher for the toll, which has a little number in the top corner. So you got to press the attendant button and give them that number, and then they'll let you through, I think. I think that's how it works anyway. That's how I was told it works.
Your call is important to us. A member of our Our team will be with you as soon as possible.
Hello, can I help?
Hello, got a voucher number for you.
Yeah, what's the next number?
Delta 105 511.
Okay, lovely, thank you.
Thank you, cheers. There we go, as easy as that. So if you stay at Norton Cains on the M6, make sure you ask for the voucher, because I paid on the kiosk and the kiosk doesn't give you the voucher, so ask one of the ladies or men working at the till and they'll give you this voucher. You press the assistant button, give them the code on the top, and then it lets you through free of charge. Obviously you got to pay for the parking at the services, but yeah, obviously that's only when you pay for overnight stay. I think you got to pay for the meal voucher as well, I think, because she did ask me if I had a meal voucher and I was like yeah. So yeah, saved me and my boss £14.90. Woo! Sort of. Because I was had to pay £36 for parking. Right, here we are coming up the delivery site. My truck's regenerating and making a bit of white smoke. As it normally does. Oh great, we still got roadworks here, this is going to be fun. That corner was very difficult to make last time. In fact, I ran over one of their cones. They told me to. I had to go right up on the curb, right up on the defence the other side of the road, and still run over one of their cones. He sort of said, yeah, go and run the cone over. So I was like, okay. So the trailer wheel took out one of the cones. I got a bit of a rant. So obviously I'm trying to get here for 9 o'clock. It's now like 20 past because, wow, Milton Keynes Junction 14 on the M1. What a bloody disaster that is. Jesus. I think if I took my shoes and socks off, I still wouldn't have enough digits on my hands and feet to count the amount of near misses I missed from idiots. Absolute idiots. One in particular, you're going to wake up. One in particular, a CRS van, I think it was, something to do with railway construction. Dived in 2 cars in front of me in a gap that almost wasn't there. I'd not even started moving forward to fill in the gap, but the 2 vehicles in front had moved forward already. And he done that right in front of a supermarket Arctic. It was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of people diving in and just stopping in lane 2 of a live motorway. Wow, I'm going to take the grass out here now. Never mind, not my problem. Yeah, on the curb, on the grass. There we go. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And then I had a couple of people dive in front of me. One of them wasn't too bad because I was still accelerating, but the other one I was actually trying to brake at the time. And I got nearly 23 tonne of steel on. So, what, I'm 39 tonne? Yeah, I had to proper hammer on then at that point. And then just to say he got the air horns. And this CRS van, even though he done that, and then he was chopping and changing different lanes, by the time we got to the point through Milton Keynes where we actually went our separate ways, I was actually in front of him. So it just proves that all that chopping and changing does nothing. And do you know what the culprit of all this is? All this traffic? It's because everyone's all trying to get to the same place at the same time. You know, there's probably 50, 60, 70 odd businesses around there that all have their couple of hundred staff or whatever. You've probably got a couple of thousand people all trying to get to the same place at the same time, 9 o'clock. Oh, let's put a company here and all start and do 9 to 5. Yeah, let's get everyone here at 9 o'clock. And then wonder why everyone all turns up miserable and grumpy, and some of them probably don't turn up at all because they've probably been in an accident in the morning because they've all been stressed out trying to get to work at the same time. You know, there's 2 things you could do to culprit this. Yeah, to make this a bit better. Leave early for work and turn up 20, 30 minutes early and sit in your car and watch stuff on your phone for a bit rather than stressing out all trying to get there at the same time. Or companies, for Christ's sake, stagger your starting times. Have a look on Google Maps, see what times the other companies are starting, and start your staff at like 7:30, 8, 8:45, 8:15, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Stagger your starting times, companies. Don't have 20, 30, 40 odd businesses all starting at the same bloody time. Because you can't get, what, 5, 6, 7,000, 10,000 people to the same place at the same time. It does not work. Oh dear, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't more accidents. There isn't more accidents around there. I'm not surprised why there is accidents around there. It's mad. Of course, everyone's just driving like idiots because they're all trying to get to work on time. Don't understand it. This is why I like being a truck driver, because my starting time is always different, and I very rarely get stuck in that sort of, you know, I never get held up going to work because I start at all different times. Anyway, enough of that. We're on this solar site now, and you'll see that's not a very good place to stop car because I need to literally swing right out there. As you can see, the fence that was in front of me there is no longer there, which is ideal, because it means coming out, yep, I know there's fence posts there. It's literally picking up every fence post and beeping at me. Ah, good man, he knows where I need to go. But now it means I can actually get around these corners without having to shimmy back and forward to try and miss the fences. Cheers, buddy. Oh dear, there's a tipper coming up. Literally nowhere for me to go, pal. Literally nowhere for me to go. See if I can reverse back up this path where that car went. Let this guy out. See if there's enough room for it. If there isn't, then he's going to have to back up. Thing is, they got all of us coming in. They want us to ring up an hour beforehand when we're getting in and everything. So this doesn't happen. But the thing is, all the tippers that are coming in and out aren't. They just come and go as they need to. The thing is, that then causes issues like this where we're then getting stuck with each other. But that wasn't exactly difficult to get out of his way. But yeah, so I'm probably going to have an issue like I did last time, where I was coming out and then there was a tipper coming in. The thing is, I'm too big to... There's not much room on this path for me to get my trailer to go around corners and that, so I can't exactly back up to much more than straight. Because I can't swing my cab round to get the trailer to go where I need it to go without going on the grass, and of course the grass here is just so damn soft. Big bump there. My truck's going to be filthy. Last time I came up here, my truck got absolutely covered in mud. Then, like I said, I got stuck. So hopefully the turn area is sorted now, but I don't know. I doubt it. See, last time I had to reverse down where this digestate tank is. I'm sure it's a digestate tank or a silage pit or silage pit? Slurry pit. I had to back into where this is and then come out. But even then, it was still quite soft. So I don't know. Be interesting to see. Anyway, let's go see if we can get unloaded reasonably quick. Because we're not allowed to go up to the farm anymore to turn around. They've stopped that, which is fine. Whatever. I think it's because a few trucks have come off the track and had to be dragged out or whatever. So, I think the farmer probably got annoyed with it. Rightfully so. These guys should have sorted out a turning area for the trucks a lot sooner. You know, that should have been priority, first thing to do. Alright, so get here at the moment. I'll just stop here like an idiot for now and then see where they want me. I assume they're going to want to unload me there, but I think that telehandler's going to need to get there. Anyway, I'll leave it here for a minute. I'll see you when I'm leaving. Alright, so we're on site. You can see how muddy it is. It's all flicked up from me tank and that. So you can see how shiny my tank is now, look. That's only a little bit of effort. But yeah, that's all just flicked up today. Just coming in. Nightmare. So I've started taking some of my straps off. And you can see, even when the load's strapped down properly, you know, these things still shift, as you can see. That's just from accelerating. With 23 tonne on, I don't exactly accelerate hard, and they still move around. They're awful, awful things to move. So slippery. But yeah. Right, so we carry on getting this unstrapped and then get unloaded pretty quick. Hopefully, we'll see what happens there. Oh yeah, eco stuff as well. One of their telehandlers is down at the moment because it's regenning, so he can't move it at the moment. So it needs to fully regen before he can move it. So that could be half hour, 20 minutes, whatever. What a pain. Okay, we are unloaded. Now to back out of it. So Yeah, he said the truck the other day did spin around in here, like going forwards to spin around, but I'm like, don't want to do that. It all depends on the truck. See, if that truck was a 6x4, so 4-wheel drive, essentially, 4 powered axles, or 4 powered wheels even, it wouldn't be too bad, because at least he can get a bit more go. Obviously, this being a 6x2, you don't always get the traction you need sometimes with stuff like this. So I don't fancy going in that to try and turn around. If I get enough speed and determination, and enough room I could definitely do it, then I could probably get it round. But, yeah, I'd rather reverse over this bridge, to be honest. I'd prefer my chances with that. Alright, come on trailer, go where I want you.
Next couple of days, right, we are going to have that right-hand side dugout stowed up properly. So
I do.
We'll make your life easy.
That'd be smart. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you very much. Oh, that'd be right then if they actually do that. Mind you, I said that last time I came here, so... Not that this is difficult, it's just a bit more long-winded than if I could just spin around there. Over this bridge. Definitely won't want to slip off here, you'll have big trouble then. That's quite a drop. It's probably a good 6-foot drop down from the road itself. There, we're done. Alright, let's try and get the trailer in there now. So we've got to start the trailer off slow and just keep it going. I might have to try again on that one. Start her off a bit sooner. So the thing is, I ain't got much runoff over that side to swing the cab round, so I've got to get the trailer started early and then start bringing the cab round on it. So I'm not trying to bring the cab round on the grass. So if we go like that and just keep it straight, it will start to push the trailer more and more. And hopefully it will follow that track around a bit, straighten up a bit. The thing is, just trying to keep the front wheels on the concrete, so I'd have to try and power up over a lip. Just go forward a bit. Try and miss that block this time. Straighten up. Alright. Cool, we're still on the concrete. Right, we'll spin round. Alright, there we go. Finished manoeuvring, seatbelt on. Let's go. I don't know where I'm going next. I assume I'm going back to Skelmersdale to do another load, but because I've come down this way, that could be subject to change, but you never know. Alright, that's it. We'll leave this video here. So I hope you enjoyed that last little bit there that I added on today. So you got 3 days worth. Wow, 2 and a bit. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. That is entirely up to you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost nothing. And my videos are released at 6 PM every Monday without fail. I've been quite consistent for, what, nearly 2 years now. Yeah, you're getting plenty of videos. Also, share my videos with someone you think might like it. And, oh my, is that concrete stuck up there? Ah, that's not handy. That's really not handy. Am I going to get over that without touching anything? Right, I might have to have a look at this. Might have to have a look at this. Anyway, yeah. So that's happened. So we moved that one out of the way, but we ain't going to be able to move that. And I'm going to hit my diff if I carry on. Yeah. Anyway, someone's going to come up and move that. We'll sort it out. So, yeah. Leave a comment. Have you been stopped by broken concrete? Right, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for trucking around with Jono. Byes! So, quick update, rather than leave you hanging. He's going up, and they're going to pull that block out. I'm going to go out, and then they're going to fill it full of stone and that, but they knew this was going to happen eventually, and it's just happened, obviously, today when I've come through with my 39 tonne. I don't know whether it was me or whether it was the, there was another truck that came through behind me, but I don't know, it's one of us. Probably me, to be fair, being as I'm probably the heaviest thing that's come through here since I turned up, so. Never mind. See you in the next one.